713. Salty Water lifestyle with no heat, baby. I told him. This is Salty Water Records Unreleased Albums, Part 2. After 2 decades, I still wonder if any songs were recorded for these albums. Let's take a look at the following albums that were never released by Salty Water Records. The first album is Block of D. Does anyone know if this was meant to be a group or one person? If you search Block of D and Chalk Stilly on YouTube, you will find a music video. The second album is 713 Stunners. Now, I'm not sure if this has anything to do with the same group that was signed to Shut 'em Down Records, so that would be something cool to find out. The third album looks like a railroad crossing sign. I'm not sure if that was meant to be one person or a group. There is not a lot of information on these first 3 albums. If you have any knowledge, please leave it in the comments. The fourth album is Hoodlum Nature by Jack the Ripper. Aside from being in the group Worldwide Riders, he was anticipating his first solo album on Salty Water Records. Check out the dope Pen and Pixel album cover. Just like many other labels, Salty Water Records spent a lot of money with Sean. Years later, after the lifestyle situation, Jack the Ripper started his own label, Hoodlum Nature Records. Since then, he has released several projects and several music videos.
Wasted time on past decisions, can't change nothing, keep on wishing.
The fifth album is the highly anticipated, highly addictive by Powda. This album was going to be super dope. I can't believe it was never released. During her Salty Water days, fast forward to Dope House Records, throughout her career, she has killed every song that she has been on. She's dope. This is a side note. If you look inside the Mob Style Figure CD, her album was supposed to be titled Powda. I think we can all agree that Highly Addictive was a better fit. It is very unfortunate that this album was never released. What is Powda up to? If I remember correctly, on Crimp's Crib, Carolyn Rodriguez mentioned that she is now doing real estate, and we recently saw her perform at the Day of Unity 2021. The sixth album is The Storm by Mista Hog, another member of the group Worldwide Riders. I need to revisit the Make 'em Believe album. I need to get more familiar with the sound, the voice, and the lyrics. The last album is Dimensions by Kay-Dee. As far as Kay-Dee, I do not have a lot of information on him. If you do, just leave it in the comments. This concludes Salty Water Records Unreleased Albums, Part 2. One last thing. Keep it player, don't be a hater.